Imagine this. You're sitting in a room filled with the world's greatest minds, billionaires, industry leaders, visionaries. The kind of room where every word spoken could shift markets, create empires, or ignite revolutions. But as you look around, you realize something shocking. Not everyone who walks into this room walks out a winner. The difference isn't always in their intelligence, their wealth, or their experience. Often, the deciding factor is something far more subtle. Communication, from boardrooms to battlefields, from negotiations worth billions to a simple conversation with a loved one. Communication is the silent superpower behind every success story. It's the bridge between ideas and impact, between dreams and reality. Yet, mastering this skill isn't about speaking more, it's about speaking right. The world's greatest communicators, whether it's Warren Buffett closing a multi-billion-dollar deal, Oprah Winfrey captivating millions with her words, or Steve Jobs unveiling a product that redefines an industry, all have one thing in common. They know the 7C's of communication. These 7C's aren't just principles, they are weapons in the arsenal of the ultra-successful. They determine whether your message is not only heard, but also felt, whether your ideas not only reach minds, but also move hearts. In this video, we're not just going to list these principles, we're going to dive deep into each one. We'll explore how the clear, concise, concrete, correct, considerate, consistent, and connected approaches to communication have played pivotal roles in building empires, forging billion-dollar relationships, and changing the course of history. So get ready not just to learn about communication, but to master it. Because if you can master these 7C's, you'll hold the key to influence, wealth, and limitless potential. Number 1. Clear. The power of crystal clear communication. When we talk about being clear in communication, we're not just talking about avoiding confusion, we're talking about creating a laser focus. And there's no better example of this than Elon Musk. When Musk launched SpaceX, his goal wasn't vague. He didn't say, "We want to improve space travel." No, his vision was sharp and unmistakable. "We want to make life multiplanetary." This clarity not only guided his team through the chaos of innovation, but also attracted investors, inspired employees, and won over the public. Clear communication isn't just about what you say, it's about what you remove. It's stripping away the noise, the fluff, the ambiguity until only the truth remains. When Musk presents at a press conference or sends a company-wide email, his words are sharp and unmistakable, leaving no room for misinterpretation. This is where many fail. They believe more words mean more understanding. In reality, clarity often means saying less but meaning more. Whether you're pitching an idea, leading a team, or negotiating a deal, your message needs to cut through like a knife through butter. When your communication is clear, people don't just hear you, they get you. They see your vision, they feel your purpose, and they're far more likely to join you on your journey. Number 2. Concise. The art of saying more with less. Imagine this. It's 2006, and Apple's annual keynote event is packed. Tech enthusiasts, media, competitors all waiting with bated breath. The lights dim, and out walks Steve Jobs, wearing his signature black turtleneck and jeans. He steps onto the stage, and in just a few concise words he changes the world. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone. That's it. No fluff, no lengthy explanations. Just a single, powerful sentence. But in that moment, everyone understood something big was coming. And what followed was the unveiling of the iPhone, a product that didn't just disrupt the mobile phone industry, it created a new one. This is the power of being concise. It's not about cutting corners, it's about cutting through the clutter. The most successful people on the planet understand that in a world overflowing with information, attention is the real currency, and nothing captures attention better than a message that is both short and strong. Think about Jeff Bezos. When pitching Amazon in its early days, his message was clear and concise. He said, "Our vision is to be Earth's most customer-centric company, where customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online." It wasn't a paragraph, it was a promise, a concise statement that captured the essence of his vision, guiding Amazon from a small online bookstore to a trillion-dollar empire. Conciseness is a skill, and, like any skill, it requires practice. The secret lies in finding the core message and stripping away anything that doesn't add value. Imagine you're in an elevator with a potential investor. You have 30 seconds. Would you waste it on irrelevant details, or would you deliver a punchy, powerful pitch that makes them want to know more? Even legendary speakers like Tony Robbins emphasize the art of being concise. On stage, he can move mountains with just a few words. He knows that sometimes a well-placed "you can do this" can be more powerful than a 10-minute speech. And the beauty of concise communication is not just in business. Look at relationships. One heartfelt "I believe," and you can change someone's day or even their life. The world is full of noise, and people's attention spans are shorter than ever. If you can master the art of saying more with less, you'll stand out. Your messages will be the ones that people remember, that resonate, and that move them to action. Number 3. Concrete, turning ideas into tangible realities. Imagine standing in the middle of an empty field. The wind blows, dust swirls, and there's nothing around for miles. Now imagine telling a group of people, "Here, we're going to build a city of the future." Most would laugh. Some might walk away, but not if you were Elon Musk, and not if your message was concrete. When Musk unveiled his vision for Tesla's gigafactories, he didn't just talk about improving battery production or supporting electric vehicles. Instead, he painted a crystal-clear picture. "We will build factories so large they can be seen from space, producing enough batteries to power 500,000 electric vehicles a year." This wasn't a concept, it was a concrete reality waiting to happen. He used specific numbers, vivid imagery, and tangible goals. Investors didn't just hear the vision, they could see it. Employees didn't just understand the mission, they could feel it. And today, those massive factories aren't just on blueprints, they are standing giants in the real world, producing millions of batteries that drive Tesla's global success. The truth is, when communication is concrete, it moves people. It transforms vague ideas into actionable steps. It builds trust, because nothing says "I know what I'm doing" like a specific plan with measurable outcomes. Think of Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks. When he first pitched the idea of bringing Italian coffee culture to the United States, he didn't just say, "We'll open coffee shops." Instead, he described a third place between home and work a space where people could enjoy rich, freshly brewed coffee, relax in comfortable chairs, and experience the ambience of an Italian cafe. This concreteness in his vision allowed investors to see the opportunity, partners to buy in, and customers to feel an experience they hadn't even had yet. And today, Starbucks is a global phenomenon, serving 100 million customers a week, not just with coffee, but with a consistent experience. Being concrete in communication isn't about adding more details, it's about adding the right details. It's about painting a picture so vivid that your audience can't help but visualize what you're describing. When Warren Buffett talks about his investments, he doesn't just say, "We're investing in good companies." He provides specifics: the business model, the market value, the management style, all the concrete elements that back his decisions. If you want people to act, you need to make them believe. And belief isn't built on abstract ideas, it's built on concrete realities. Whether you're presenting a business proposal, inspiring a team, or simply having a conversation, when your words are grounded in specifics, you create a solid foundation that others can stand on. That's the power of concrete communication. It doesn't just tell, it shows. It doesn't just suggest, it demonstrates. And it doesn't just hope, it proves. Number 4. Correct. The power of accuracy and precision. Imagine this. You're about to sign a contract worth millions of dollars. The deal hinges on one clause, a small but incredibly important detail. The wrong word, the wrong number could cost you everything. The stakes are high and the decision is in your hands. In this scenario, would you trust someone who doesn't pay attention to the details? Someone who isn't careful with the correct information? Or would you place your trust in a person who is meticulous, who triple checks every fact, every number, every claim? This is where the power of being correct comes in. It's not just about being right, it's about ensuring that every piece of information you share is accurate, reliable, and precise. And when it comes to the most successful people in the world, being correct is a non-negotiable skill. Take Bill Gates, for example. In the early days of Microsoft, Gates didn't just pitch a software product, he pitched accuracy. His company's software wasn't just more functional than the competition's, it was more correct. In an era where many were offering buggy, unreliable programs, Microsoft's software delivered on its promises. It was dependable, it was precise, and it was right, and it paid off. By ensuring that his product worked perfectly, Gates didn't just attract customers, he earned their trust. People knew that if they used Microsoft's products, they were getting the best and most accurate technology available. The importance of being correct goes far beyond the tech world, though. Think about Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group. In 1992, Virgin's airline, Virgin Atlantic, was facing a financial crisis. Branson knew that in order to stay afloat, he had to present his case to investors in a way that was undeniably correct. Every number, every statement had to be backed by solid data. He didn't just pitch a hopeful story. Instead, he showed clear, correct facts about his business model, market research, and growth projections. His ability to be correct, to present an accurate picture, allowed him to secure the funding he needed and Virgin Atlantic went on to become a leading global airline. Being correct isn't just about getting things right, it's about ensuring your credibility. Accuracy in communication builds trust, and trust is the currency of influence. It's no surprise that Warren Buffett spends hours each day reading, checking facts, and ensuring correctness before making any major investment decisions. He's known for getting it right, and that's why his investors trust him with billions. When your communication is correct, people don't question you, they believe in you. They trust that the information you provide is reliable, and in the business world, trust is everything. Without it, deals fall apart, relationships sour, and opportunities slip away. Being correct doesn't mean you always have to be the smartest person in the room. It means you take the time to verify what you're saying. It means making sure your facts, your figures, and your arguments are flawless. When you get it right, you build a reputation that will last. That's the power of correct communication. It's not just about knowing the answers. It's about ensuring that every answer is the right one. Number 5. Considerate. The art of empathy and respect in communication. Imagine being in a boardroom, surrounded by colleagues, and someone interrupts you mid-sentence, dismissing your ideas without a second thought. The room grows tense, your heart races, and you feel a wave of frustration. But then someone else in the room, a leader, speaks up. They don't just back you up, they take the time to consider your point of view, to listen, and to show that your thoughts matter. They treat you with respect, and the entire atmosphere in the room shifts. This is the power of being considerate, of showing empathy, understanding, and respect in communication. It's a skill that separates great leaders from good ones. Successful individuals know that communication isn't just about delivering a message, it's about making others feel heard and valued. Take Oprah Winfrey, for example. Oprah has built an empire not just because of her broadcasting skills, but because of her ability to connect with people on a deeply emotional level. Whether it's an intimate conversation with a guest or an inspiring speech to millions, Oprah's success is rooted in her genuine consideration for others. She doesn't just ask questions. She listens. She doesn't just speak. She empathizes. This level of consideration creates an environment where people feel safe to open up, to share their deepest truths, and to trust her. It's the same approach that has made her one of the most influential women in the world. Oprah's communication style is grounded in care. She respects people's stories, their struggles, and their triumphs. And when people feel considered, they're more likely to open up, to engage, and to support her mission. Another great example is Indra Nooyi, former CEO of PepsiCo. During her tenure, she was known for her empathetic leadership style. She didn't just make decisions based on data. She considered the human element. Nooyi was known for personally calling employees to thank them for their hard work, and she often took the time to understand her team's needs and concerns. By communicating with consideration, she built an incredibly loyal and engaged workforce, helping to propel PepsiCo to new heights. Being considerate isn't just about saying the right things. It's about truly understanding the perspectives of others. It's about recognizing that everyone brings something unique to the table and valuing their contributions. When you communicate with this mindset, you create an environment of trust and collaboration. Look at Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft. When he took the helm, he introduced a leadership style that emphasized empathy. He wanted his employees to feel like they were part of something bigger than themselves, and he communicated with a deep sense of consideration. This approach not only boosted employee morale, but it also transformed the culture at Microsoft, making it more innovative, collaborative, and human. In the fast-paced, often cutthroat world of business, it is easy to overlook the importance of consideration. But the most successful individuals know that taking the time to connect with others on an emotional level is one of the most powerful forms of communication. When you communicate with empathy, you build relationships that are not only strong but authentic. Being considerate means you actively listen. It means acknowledging others' feelings and needs. It means adjusting your message to fit your audience, and it means treating everyone with the respect they deserve. This is the kind of communication that inspires action, that motivates people to go above and beyond, and that builds a lasting bond of trust. That's the power of considerate communication. It's not just about what you say, it's about how you make others feel. When you show consideration in every conversation, you foster an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Number 6, consistent, building trust and reliability over time. Imagine you're walking down the street and you see someone you know, a friend perhaps. They wave at you and you smile back, ready to chat. But then, as they come closer, something feels off. The smile doesn't reach their eyes. Their handshake is weak. Their words lack confidence. You start to wonder, who is this person? The image they've shown you doesn't match the one you had in your mind. Now, what if every time you saw this person, they were inconsistent in their actions? One time they were friendly, the next they were cold. One day they were confident, the next they doubted themselves. Over time, the trust you once had would fade away, because inconsistency is the enemy of trust. Successful people understand that the key to earning and maintaining trust lies in being consistent. And one of the best examples of this is Jeff Bezos. The founder of Amazon has built one of the world's most valuable companies on the back of consistent communication. Whether it's his customer-centric approach, his focus on long-term thinking, or his commitment to innovation, Bezos' message has remained the same over decades. Amazon is here to stay. Bezos is known for sticking to his principles, and his consistency has been one of the key drivers of Amazon's success. He famously said, "We're willing to be misunderstood for long periods of time." While many other tech giants shifted their strategies with every trend, Bezos remained insistent in his commitment to providing a customer-first experience. This consistency created a brand that people could trust, a brand that would always deliver, no matter the circumstances. Whether you're buying a book, a pair of shoes, or even fresh groceries, Amazon's consistent experience has made it a go-to for millions worldwide. And that consistency in their customer service, delivery promises, and innovative technology has turned Amazon into a trillion-dollar empire. But being consistent doesn't just mean sticking to the same message, it also means following through on your commitments. Think about Gary Vaynerchuk. The man built his personal brand not just by saying the right things, but by delivering on his promises time and time again. He's known for his daily intent, his consistent work ethic, and his unwavering commitment to his audience. Whether it's a tweet, a video, or a blog post, Gary V's audience knows they can count on him for valuable, actionable insights. Consistency also builds credibility. Look at Barack Obama. His presidential campaign wasn't just about his speeches, it was about consistent action. From his healthcare reforms to his push for education, Obama stayed true to the promises he made, and his consistency earned him the trust of millions. It's why people rallied behind him, not just because he could speak well, but because they believed in his consistent commitment to his goals. Consistency in communication is the secret to building a reliable reputation. People don't want to follow leaders who are unpredictable. They want someone who shows up, delivers, and stays true to their word. And this isn't just about consistency in the big public moments. It's also about consistency in the small, everyday actions. When you maintain the same level of integrity and reliability day after day, you reinforce the trust that people place in you. Whether you're running a business, leading a team, or managing personal relationships, consistency ensures that your message stays clear, that your actions align with your words, and that people know what to expect from you. That's the power of consistent communication. It's not about being perfect. It's about being dependable every time. When you're consistent, people trust you, respect you, and are more likely to support your ideas and your vision. Number 7. Connected. The power of building relationships through communication. Think about the most successful people in the world. What's one thing they all have in common? Yes, they have talent, drive, and a vision. But more than that, they've mastered the art of being connected. They know that communication is not just about speaking or listening. It's about creating genuine and meaningful relationships that help them grow, innovate, and succeed. Imagine you're at a networking event, standing in a crowd of people who all seem to have a business card to hand out. But then one person approaches you, not with a card, but with genuine interest in your story, your struggles, your dreams. They ask you questions that make you think. They listen with focus, and you walk away feeling like you've just had an incredibly meaningful conversation. This is what it means to be connected in your communication. It's not just about exchanging information. It's about forging real connections that last. And the most successful people in the world know how to do this better than anyone. Take Elon Musk, for instance. While he's known for his groundbreaking innovations at SpaceX and Tesla, Musk has built much of his success on his ability to connect with people in ways that many CEOs simply don't. Whether it's through Twitter, his personal interactions with engineers, or even his unfiltered conversations with the media, Musk has created a network of supporters, collaborators, and followers who are deeply invested in his mission. Elon's ability to connect is a huge reason why so many people want to work for him, invest in him, or simply be a part of his journey. He's a master of leveraging his communication to build relationships that go beyond business. They're about a shared vision for the future. Whether it's his commitment to Mars colonization or his push for sustainable energy, Musk has connected people to a larger purpose, and that connection fuels his success. But connection isn't just about creating followers. It's about building authentic bonds. Think about Richard Branson, the founder of Virgin Group. Branson is known for his ability to connect with people, from his employees to customers to celebrities. He's built a massive empire not just by selling products, but by cultivating real relationships. He's incredibly accessible, and he engages with his audience in a way that makes them feel seen and heard. This ability to connect has helped Branson build not only successful businesses, but a loyal following, and that's one of the key ingredients in his success. When people feel personally connected to a leader or a brand, they'll go the extra mile to support them. They'll buy products, spread the word, and defend that person when others criticize them. Connection creates not just customers, but lifelong advocates. Being connected also means being present in the moment. Take Oprah Winfrey once again. Her ability to make guests feel like they're the only person in the room. No distractions, no phones, just full attention is a key reason why people open up to her in such profound ways. She doesn't just ask the questions. She's present in the conversation, which creates a bond of trust and empathy. This is why people keep coming back to her and why her network of influential figures continues to grow. Successful communication isn't about impressing people with fancy words or powerful stories. It's about creating connections that are meaningful and mutual. And when you're able to foster these relationships, you unlock incredible opportunities. People will want to work with you, collaborate with you, and invest in your vision because they trust you, they understand you, and they feel connected to your mission. That's the power of connected communication. It's not about you, it's about how you make others feel. When you communicate in a way that truly connects with people, you create a network of relationships that opens doors, builds loyalty, and accelerates your success. Now, as you step forward in your journey, keep these 7C's in mind and watch how your communication transforms your career, your relationships, and your life. Let's reflect on how these principles, clear, concise, concrete, correct, considerate, consistent, and connected, can transform your life. These aren't just strategies. They're the foundation of how the most successful and influential people in the world communicate. They've used these principles to build empires, inspire millions, and create lasting relationships. But here's the key. Mastering these 7C's isn't just about improving how you talk. It's about improving how you connect with others. Whether you're giving a presentation, negotiating a deal, or building a personal brand, the way you communicate will determine the doors that open for you. So ask yourself, how can you apply the 7C's to your own life? In every conversation, every decision, and every relationship, you have the power to be clear, concise, considerate, and connected. The 7C's are more than just guidelines. They are the tools that will unlock limitless opportunities for you. The only question is, are you ready to use them? It's time to take charge and apply them to your life. These principles aren't just theories, they are tools for success, waiting for you to put them into action. Whether you're speaking in meetings, engaging with clients, or connecting with friends and family, mastering these C's will give you an undeniable edge. So, here's your challenge. Starting today, commit to applying the 7C's in your conversations. Make it a habit. Keep your communication clear, concise, consistent, and above all, connected. But don't stop there. Share this knowledge. Who in your life needs to hear this? Share it to someone who could benefit from these powerful principles. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to keep getting more content like this. Let's continue to grow together. Remember, communication is your gateway to success. Master it, and the world will listen.